Very good morning to you, Zimkhitha. Bring us up to speed with what's happening there at the moment.
A very good morning and welcome back to Mt Frere. We're coming to you live from St. George's Senior Secondary School here in Mt Frere. It's one of the schools that are trying to paint a different picture in terms of education when we speak about the Eastern Cape. The Eastern Cape is known for its poor performance, but at this school things are different. They got a 74% pass rate, and the SABC is noticing that and giving bursaries to these students, especially those who won't be able to further their tertiary education because they don't have funds to do so. But to talk to us about that is the CEO Iris Cupido from the foundation of the SABC, who's just going to tell us why did you feel, first of all, good morning Iris, and why did you feel it's important as the SABC to partner with these schools, giving a chance to these children to go to tertiary?
I think education remains such an important part of what we do and what the nation needs, and I think this school in particular that's done so well this year, we felt it fitting that this school be rewarded for their hard work. So what we're hoping to find is some gems that are at the school that have worked really hard but are unable to go further and have bursary. So then we'll be able to make their dreams come true, because we think that if one child goes to school and has a bursary and has an education, that opens the door for the entire family to have a better life.
How many bursaries are you actually giving it, and how much are they going to cost? Because we're talking about funds that were not there at all for these families to put a bright future to the students.
Depends where the children go, but normally what we look at is we do a full bursary. You can go to any university anywhere in the country. We pay for full school fees, accommodation, meals, because these kids wouldn't otherwise be able to do that. So what we look at is about 100,000 Rand a year per child.
Okay, thank you very much for that initiative. It's always been said, Ayanda, that mainstream education is not the only thing that the country needs to develop this country. Edutainment as well is imperative to improve the outlook of this country. True FM, one of the stations of the SABC, is partnering with this school also to change things here. We're just going to speak to Suli Mutweni, who's going to tell us about that project. Tell us about the intervention of True FM. I know it's a youth station. What is it bringing to this school?
True FM is soon expanding into broadcasting into Mt Frere, and we felt that as the SABC, putting education in the forefront, we want the youth of Mt Frere to identify with brand True FM as we offer educational programs, and the Back to School campaign is one of our key drivers, and we also have the Matric Revision Project. So we felt as a public broadcaster that one of our key mandates is to bring education, entertainment into the fore. So we want the youth here to identify with what is to be a youth of True FM, which is a youth that is linked up to education. And as my partner Iris Cupido from the SABC Foundation has said, we are bringing into the fore bursaries. Each bursary can be worth up to 100,000. If we are bringing up 6 bursaries to this school, it would be close to 600,000 that the SABC is spending just on one school.
Okay, let's now speak about these children that are remaining at this school. I know that what you're doing for those who are going to tertiary. I know you're giving out uniforms for those who cannot afford school uniform.
As you can see, if you look around the school, there are those that can afford and there are those that definitely cannot afford. And in order for them, so that they do not see that they are different from their other colleagues, we as True FM and SABC have decided to donate a full kit per child. We are donating to close to 300 children who will be given fully kitted school uniform, and at the end they will be the ones that are a brand ambassador of True FM. As I said, in March our transmitters would be plugged. We are now going to be broadcasting in Mt Frere. So one of the key brand drivers is that we identify with the youth, and how about making sure that there is no difference? If you look at the children here, they are looking beautiful with their school uniform, and it has become pricey. So we are saying, as a brand, why don't we offer that support to the mothers and fathers who cannot afford normally to buy their kids a full kitted school uniform?
Okay, thank you very much for your time, and well done to the SABC for putting a bright future to these students. You know, some of them really cannot afford Ayanda, but are passionate about going to school so that they can change the situation at their school. Some of them are the only ones who are going to school, as their parents and grandparents never went to school before. It's now back to you in Johannesburg.
Zimkhitha, thank you so much for that update. I think anything that will improve the statistics that we've seen when it comes to matric results